I want to bring him because he's my baby.
In a cabin, it's a little easier.
Other hand,
I want to relax. And
I
have a
would
little
love a
vacation.
weekend off from my baby.
Yeah.
So there's that aspect of
Yeah.
it too, where it's like, yes, absolutely. Like as a parent, you love your kid. And
Drop the kid off at the kennel and go have a fun weekend.
Yeah,
away.
like you want
i.e. the
to,
grandparents.
Yeah, you want to share those experiences with your kids because this is what we love doing and we want to pass that on. Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, as any parent will tell you, a weekend off can be a godsend.
We're live. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, the Dirt Drive Podcast, episode 94, where we are successfully again not spilling. Dang it! I was doing so good.
We are
It sounded so
successfully
professional.
not spinning the wheel, but we are still not successfully using words.
Correct.
Very reminiscent of the time we sat on this couch for one of our first episodes and Tom fell
Yes,
asleep.
episode 00.
Yeah.
Episode 00, which will never get released. Maybe a Patreon if we can ever get a Patreon put
No.
together. Not
No.
even then.
Not worth getting canceled.
I still have. It's not. You say that it is not that bad.
Anyway.
we talk shit about a few people.
Right.
When we
Exactly.
specifically say at the beginning of recording that we're not going to talk shit about anybody, like the first 5 minutes we're talking shit
We're
about
not going to
everyone.
talk shit about anyone. Fuck those guys.
Anyway,
We will talk shit about Virginia
And
Tire
Fords.
Auto. Virginia Tire Auto.
Virginia Tire and Auto and Fords. Those are the only two things that are fair game on this podcast. If you're local, you know.
Yeah.
But thank you for tuning in yet another week, episode 94 of the Dirt Drive Podcast. We were slowly spiraling towards 100.
Spiraling the drain.
If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please submit them to...
Or don't.
I do. Why do you keep bringing up concerns?
No.
Apparently we know nothing about new cars.
That's my concern is you keep bringing up concerns.
It's just what you say. Questions, comments, and concerns.
Not in this business.
Is the baby awake?
About to be.
Yeah, send us a message anywhere.
Good. He can weigh in on this
send us
on
a
how to
message.
build
Yeah.
out a
This week, that's exactly what we're talking about. Is we all have
babies.
families,
it's
or
kinda fitting.
we're talking about growing families.
Yeah.
Tom is watching his family wake up.
That's not creepy at all. Watching
Night vision.
Good morning, kid.
night, baby.
How we are adapting our lives to fit, adapting our off-road lives to fit our family.
I leave him at home.
Yeah, I would say it's more so that our family's adapting our off-road, right? Because I got no money.
Yeah. So me and my wife had this conversation.
I don't know if am I?
You're 3, I think. So me and my wife had this conversation last weekend when we were
About
at
babies?
Yeah, we've been talking about babies for a while. And where have you been? Talking about trying later this year.
Okay.
But we had so much fun last weekend at
Yoakum's? Yeah.
and adventuring. We've had a lot of fun adventuring throughout West Virginia and Virginia.
Yeah.
That even when we have a kid, we don't want to stop. Obviously, and we shouldn't. But right
Those
now,
are going to be some of the best memories. For that
right
kid
now,
growing up.
we're very restricted with the vehicle that we have, which I love the 2-door.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's any small vehicle is going to cause that problem.
So growing into the next variation of off-roading in the family, like rock crawling is easy. I could strap a child seat into the Cherokee.
Yeah.
I just got to get the
You just got
Cherokee
to put
running.
the seat back in.
I got to get it running. That's the main thing. Which, if it doesn't sell, I'll probably do. I mean, I'll definitely do it if it doesn't sell. I'll probably try and make it resurrecting the XJ.
Yeah, it's gonna be our Ultra 4
off-road.
car.
Yeah, the Ultra 4 car. I'll just roll it at some point, and we'll just take the parts off of it. But yeah, so we've been looking at adapting
Oh, it's a plane.
adapting our lifestyle to a family because
Yeah.
we are not pregnant. Let me clear that up right now. We are by no means pregnant.
Just practicing.
Just practicing, but that could happen in the, I guess, near future, the next 2 years, and how we're gonna do that because we don't want to stop off-roading as a family, and we have 2 big dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the dogs are harder than the kids.
Yeah. Well, we've also never camped with kids. I've never camped with kids. I feel like that could be difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I feel like a lot of that just comes down, just like it is at home. It's just making sure that they have stuff to be entertained by.
Yeah.
Because like the in the vehicle part is easy, right?
Look out the window.
Belted in, you're strapped in. You're like, I have no doubt that any and all of our kids are just going to be built for this life because they're going to be.
We're conditioning them.
Yeah, like Brittany jokes all the time because I sit there and shake them and bounce them and do all this. What's up, Jonko?
Hello, Tommy.
What's up, Jonko? Good morning. How was your?
Is this going to be his first podcast? Wow.
How was your nappy nap? Yeah, was it good?
He's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that jiggle. But yeah, it's
where were we?
it's she laughs all the time because I sit there and I like jostle him around, and I've always joked that he enjoys aggressive playtime more than just kind of like ha 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 ha. And it's true. Like you sit there and you like bounce him on your knee like aggressively or like toss him in the air, and he is just like as happy as can be. And so she laughs all the time that he's going to be totally fine being in the back of the Jeep. And Chonko's going to be the same way. Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to have a slobbery mic.
It's already,
granted,
there it is.
Granted, it's Tom's. It's already a slobbery mic.
Mm-hmm. Can you say hello?
So let me breathe into it.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
There it is. So first time caller, long time listener, Tommy.
So Tommy, what would your ideal family off-roader be?
He just starts having a phone call. The baby just starts talking. What the hell? He really likes this stuff.
That was a very in-depth and well thought out response, Tommy. Thank you very much.
But yeah, so none of us have done the camping with a child, and I feel like that's gonna be a hard part. I think Mackenzie's tossed around the idea of like it's been a while since we've done a wives trip.
Yeah.
In a wives trip, you got to hold the mic, Tom. You can't not talk into the mic.
Yes. My baby has a death grip on it.
Stop eating the green thing.
Thank you.
But yeah, we've been tossing around the idea of a wives trip because it's been 3 years since we've done like a good wives trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But getting started, probably doing it like going back to Yoakams and everyone getting a cabin.
Yeah.
And like kind of bombing around during the day and everyone coming back to their own cabin.
Yeah.
And then once the kids are a little more versed, we can start throwing them into tents.
Yeah, I mean, I
tent life can be a little rough.
Yeah, tent life would be hard with the baby for sure. Just logistically, because like the problem with traveling with a baby is it comes with all of the baby things.
Yeah.
So like Kara and I have said, once he's one and like a little bit more self-sufficient, yes, that's my face.
He wants to talk.
Oh my god. Nom, 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 nom.
Should I get him his own mic?
No, I wouldn't plug it in if you were going to, because it's just going to get dropped. No, you don't have to get him. The baby doesn't need a mic. The amount of stuff, right? Like,
oh my god,
and like if you're off grid, like it's one thing if you're like when I go to my parents for a weekend.
Yeah,
like if he has a really bad weekend and we run out of diapers, we can go to the store and get more.
Yeah.
If you're going camping, you got to bring extra of everything. Mm-hmm. Like we do extra for ourselves. Like now you're doing extra for the baby, which is more stuff than you bring for yourselves.
We're already packing 3 or 4 extra pairs of underwear.
Right. And he goes through 7-8 diapers a day minimum.
Yeah.
Plus, like we've learned from, because we have traveled with him quite a bit, the routine gets thrown off quickly.
Oh yeah.
And
there is no routine.
That just makes it that much harder. So like Carrie and I have agreed we're gonna wait till he's a little bit more. Oh, there he is. Yeah, you want to say hi to everybody? No? Okay, now he's quiet. He just wants to eat the microphone. Yep, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, because like we're going out to the Harmon's cabins on the 16th.
Yeah, West Virginia luxury cabins.
Like, because you bring up the cabin being easier to bring the family, but there's always my wife sitting there going, I have to decide if I want to bring him or not, because on the one hand, I want to bring him because he's my baby.
In a
But on
cabin,
the
it's a little easier.
other hand,
I want to relax. And
I
have a
would
little
love a
vacation.
weekend off from my baby.
Yeah.
So there's that aspect
Yeah.
of it too, where it's like, yes, absolutely. Like as a parent, you love your kid. And
Drop the kid off at the kennel and go have a fun weekend.
Yeah,
away.
like you want
i.e. the
to,
grandparents.
Yeah, you want to share those experiences with your kids because this is what we love doing and we want to pass that on. Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, as any parent will tell you, a weekend off can be a godsend. Even an afternoon off sometimes. Like the grandparents come over and they go, "We want to see our grandkid. Please take him for 6 hours.
How about the weekend?
Yeah, like please take him for 6 hours because you know what I'm gonna go do? Oh, you're gonna get stuff done? No, I'm gonna take a nap. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna relax because every waking moment that's outside of everything else that we do as adults, now you're okay. The kid's awake. I gotta watch him.
You're responsible for another human being.
Yeah, which is wild. Why anyone would ever give any of us that responsibility? Is
I'm not even
insane.
responsible for myself.
Oh man, but yeah. So I think that's a lot of it. So when you're talking about building out a vehicle, like you said, you know the problem. The two door's a great overlanding vehicle when it's just the two of you. You know,
Yeah.
minus the dogs, minus a kid, any of that. You can.
No, we make it work actually really well with the
no,
dogs.
yeah.
We can do.
but imagine
100
you have a car seat in there.
You can't. Yeah, we can't.
Right, because especially in the two door, you put that back seat up. You now no longer have any storage space.
Yeah, the back seat hasn't been in the Wrangler.
Yeah,
probably
you
in about
guys
a
took
year and
that
a
out
half.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
But you lose all that storage space as soon as that back seat's up. And then you're also talking about fitting Odin of all animals in there. And
Big boy.
He's a big boy, you know, and little B, she's not so little.
No.
Right? So now you talk about throwing a kid in there, the car seat, all their stuff, everything. So when you talk about family overlander, like trucks come to mind, right? You
Yeah.
get, you know, a truck, have a tonneau cover on it, so all of your stuff can just go
Stays
in
dry.
the bed, stays dry.
Which
or-
we did consider the truck. The problem
Yeah.
with the truck though is the dogs can't be in the cab.
Yeah.
So that's the issue because
Yeah.
we don't want to leave any part of our family at home.
No.
When we have a family, the dogs love it just as much as we do.
Yeah.
So that also limits the trucks. So we need to find a big,
Well, now you're talking
a
about
big capable SUV.
Well, yeah. Now you're not necessarily getting into like the true large SUVs like the Suburbans and all that, but you're talking 4Runner size. You know,
Yeah.
something that's got the back seat plus storage because you're gonna need all of it. All of it.
Well, and then to that point too, I've also come to the conclusion. Jesus Christ, I
God
can't talk.
damn, dude.
I've come to the conclusion in my life that I will never finance another Jeep, ever. Nothing with
Yeah.
the Jeep brand name will ever be financed again.
That's
I
fair.
love my Wrangler to death, but not enough to buy another one.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've spent
On
the
top of the
money.
fact that they
I've pulled the
hold their
loan.
value too much, and banks know what people do with them at this point, so you're not getting good percentages on them
Yeah.
anyway.
But yeah, so I think there's the Jeep is a good value. It's a golden multi-tool, but for the way that
But
I've
even
found
the four-door
myself,
Jeep is going to be small. Like,
Yeah.
think about all the times we went to the coves and like how much stuff I brought to the camping trips and it was packed. I mean, front seat, back
Mm-hmm.
seat, store every inch except for the driver's seat because I needed room to be able to drive the car was packed full of shit. I'm not also getting a kid in there, a dog in there, my wife in there. Like it's just not going to happen.
yeah, that's where the tow rig comes in handy.
Yeah, tow rig
for
or
for
trailer.
the rock crawler, yeah, the tow
Yeah.
the tow rig. Put your family in there. That way you can unload the Jeep and empty everything out.
Yep.
And then when it comes to like overlanding, like
You need a trailer.
you need a trailer,
You need an overland trailer. Just
yeah,
like,
or you need to be able to pack smart, have a good roof rack, have back
multiple
storage,
vehicles.
multiple vehicles.
But that's because think about it, right? Especially as the kids get older, right? Now you're
Hot take. I think
Don't bring your kids.
I think rock crawling will be easier with a baby.
Oh, I
than
agree.
overlanding.
100%.
Easily agree.
Because you're already talking about bringing a ton of stuff for yourself when you're overlanding, right? Because especially if you're considering going out and you have 3 days of driving before
Yeah.
you're going to be back near a town or something like that, you're talking about not only all your camping supplies,
He wants
all
the
your,
mic.
all your food,
likes
everything.
anything
So
grab.
he's not wrong. If you've got a base camp, that's going to make it vastly.
It's not even the
easier.
base camp. Like and we're fortunate enough we live close enough that you could easily day trip things.
He's strong too.
He is strong. He's unnecessarily strong for a 7-month-old.
I was playing.
It's all that formula.
I was playing Keep Away with my nephew with a goldfish yesterday at the brewery, and he literally grabbed my arm and wouldn't let go, and I couldn't pull my arm away from him.
Did I not show you the video of him like trying to pull my phone out of my hand to eat it?
I love that.
I was trying to video him and the dog playing, which was adorable.
Yeah, that
and
was
then
good.
Tommy just finds the phone and he's like, nah.
Baby hands, fastest, strongest things in the universe.
But they're not. That's the weirdest thing.
Right?
That's why I had to like every time he's like pulling on Carrie's hair, I'm always like, it's a baby. Like, you are still stronger than the baby. You may not. It may not feel like it.
Sometimes.
You may not want to be. You cannot manhandle the baby like that. But
So stinking cute though.
yeah, and everyone talks about how babies are menaces when they start walking.
They are.
I witnessed it full effect yesterday. Like we had these two, your two babies just chilling, like being blobs, just existing, just crawling, like trying to crawl around. And I got to the brewery, and Peter was fucking hauling ass. He would just like you'd be like he sits on the ground. You hold his hand. He sits on the ground. You reach over to take a sip of your beer, which is the responsible family thing to do is drink beer while you're watching your kid. And then it's fucking gone. It is gone.
I keep trying to remind my wife of that. I was like, as much as you want them to be mobile and to be able to do certain things on their own, I have a reminder all the time. I'm like, he's gonna be a terror.
Yeah.
Because kids don't stop. They stop when they want to stop, not when you want them to stop. And especially when they figure out how to move.
You're figuring it out, Tom.
Yeah.
It is.
Can you hear him drinking?
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Chugging away over here.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, kids moving around is like the worst thing for your mental state.
Yeah, I think that from my point earlier is having whether you're overlanding, rock crawling, whatever, having a home base that you can return to, like a cabin.
Oh, you have to.
Is nice. So like like the trip,
100%.
like I think a good trip in the next 6 months to a year for us would be the one that I'm planning in March. Is you start home base at a cabin, you do one night camping, and you end up back in the same cabin.
I'm with Trevor though, probably ditching him with the grandparents for that.
Yeah.
That's fair too.
Like
when they're
I
this
think
little,
a day
it's just
trip,
not-
like at one in a car seat, like they're strong enough that they can do some dirt road
And they've got
day
that 5-point
trip.
harness in there.
Right.
They do.
Like, and he just sleeps in the car. Like if last time when we drove home from Hilton Head, because when we drove to Hilton Head, we did overnight, specifically knowing he would sleep.
Yeah.
But then driving home, we did it kind of as an experiment, and like he would sleep for 4 hours, wake up, eat shit, and then go back to sleep for 4 hours, which screwed him up for like 3 days.
Yeah.
So like to do a true overlanding trip where you're just driving a lot is going to really screw up the rhythm.
Oh, yeah.
So like I agree.
You need like a 5 or 6 year old for that.
Yeah.
Who can handle it.
Right. Well, but even at that, like the 5 and 6 year olds, and you've got the small bladder. You still got to feed them. You need snacks. Like
Yes, you still have to feed your child.
well, but more often than like us, where
it's
like
snacks.
where like I'm just shoveling trail mix into my mouth while I'm driving. Like you got to stop and like
Get like substantial food.
right, like real dude,
Steak and potatoes for
geez
the baby.
Louise.
For this one, yes.
Are we good now? You got like 2 more sips.
But yeah, I would say you're definitely in the realm of
Okay.
Forerunner size vehicle for that. Just from a storage capacity.
I still don't think that would even be enough to be completely
So
honest.
I don't think it would be enough. I'm just like that's like the bare minimum in my mind.
That's where I was taking this
size of vehicle, right? Like you can't do a Ford Ranger, you can't do a Frontier.
I don't think you can do a truck at all.
No, I think that
If you so let me say this. I don't think you can do a truck at all if you want to bring dogs with you and a baby.
I think the dog variable really changes things.
Yeah.
dogs also easy to drop off with grandparents.
Yeah. You get the twofer with the grandparents.
Because
Hey, we're going out this weekend. I need you to watch the dogs and the kid have fun.
all of my animals hate being jostled around in the car, so they just plain are not coming. Period.
Oh, Odin and Willow love it.
So it's just
They would be they get so excited. The dogs, I'll say this. The dogs get so excited when they see me packing the Jeep for the weekend. Yeah. Like they visibly get excited. Yay!
But
usually because it means there's other dogs they can play with. We're going to be out in the woods. They can be completely off leash.
I would love to have a dog that does get excited about that. I do not currently. So it's
Well, you also have a city dog.
it's easy for me to just go bye bye.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Like it's just that simple. I don't even have to think
Yeah,
about it.
to me, it's not so much that there's a vehicle that you need for it. I think it's more how you prep your vehicle more than it is the vehicle.
That's the whole answer. Is you can do anything you want with any vehicle that you have. Just take it and get out there and go and have fun.
Yeah.
I've been tossing the idea. And we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
We've been tossing around the idea of getting overlanders, bigger overlanders, and you said your Porsche. Like for a daily driver, like a mile dirt road.
That was more so just having a nice full size SUV, like because like
put some all terrains on, a little snorkel. Whatever.
Yeah, like we did that 2-inch lift and
Hood cow.
What it worked out to be like 32 and a half or whatever.
Yeah, you're getting up there.
And it looked good. It looked good, but it also
What Porsche is this? Because
it's the Cayenne. I said SUV.
Okay, that's fine.
The full size SUV Porsche. If you make the connection, connect the dots.
Cayenne.
Porsche Cayenne.
Does it have a number associated with it?
Not that I'm aware of. Can I help you, sir? Thank you so much for that. I'm talking about your future car because whatever I buy next is probably gonna be the car you learn to drive in.
No, it's
You're not going to
You
keep
don't
it
keep
that
cars
long.
that long.
My wife does.
He loved that. You yelled at him, and Tommy's like, "Oh hell yeah!" Yell at my dad.
Babies love fake anger.
Yeah. No, but it was really nice. It wasn't so much that it would be a great off-roader. Like, yeah, it would. It's all-wheel drive. It's got good power. It's got good
That'd
space.
be good for a day trip.
Yeah.
Great for a day trip.
Yeah, I mean, basically everything I own gets all terrains and a lift kit at some point.
Yeah.
Like once the
payments are done.
we entered the last year of the lease in March on the Kia.
Oh,
and
has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
Damn.
Oh, I guess it was
only 2 years.
It's only
Yeah.
3-year lease.
Yeah. So like we'll more than likely end up buying that out, and at some point, like there will be a bigger SUV coming because like the Kia being the small compact crossover. I think officially it's a CUV, the compact utility vehicle.
It's a good road tripper.
Yeah, the class of car is. I would argue that Kia specifically, no. Without getting too technical, it does not
Or
like being
incriminating.
fully loaded.
Oh, okay.
No, it's
I get that. Yeah.
It's a great daily driver. It's very comfortable. It has good space. It's easy to get the car seat in and out of. Like it is great for running groceries, going to work.
Yeah.
Carrie gets 32 miles to the gallon in it.
There you go.
We put a roof rack, all the stuff for a week for us and him and the dog in it, and drove it to South Carolina. Granted, I was driving, so
a little heavy footed.
take 3 miles per gallon off just because I'm driving.
Because no hands on the steering wheel; it's driving itself.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and the Honda doesn't do it, and I don't know if this is a modern car thing. I would set the cruise control, and it would take it out of overdrive.
Huh.
So
you were getting shitty fuel mileage.
I got like 20 miles to the gallon out of a 1.6 liter
cruise
turbo.
control?
Well, no, that's the thing. I took it off cruise control.
So you'd go into overdrive.
So I would go into overdrive, and I had to feather the throttle for 9 hours.
Ugh.
And that's like I don't, and like it did not like the weight because even after I had it in overdrive, I still got like 24 miles to the gallon.
So the same
That's a
same
pretty
thing
significant
happened with
drop.
the Santa Fe when we went to Disney. We had 4 full-grown adults in it,
Yeah.
and 4 full-grown adults worth of luggage in the back.
Yep.
This thing gets like 35-ish when she's driving to work every day.
Yep.
We got 22 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
4 full-grown adults in it. In a
I don't even want to know
in a
what that
hybrid.
expedition got when we went to Asheville.
Like 12.
It cried.
You're supposed to talk into it, buddy, not eat it.
It's the same thing.
So yeah, we're also considering a bigger vehicle probably in the next 2-3 years, and I'm all about the Sequoia. I know Tom Walk just got one.
Yeah, I mean, they're really nice.
I love it. Oh, I'm never buy a new one. I'm not spending $90,000 on a.
You can get them for like 75.
Hey, I'm not spending that much. I'm gonna get.
After Tom Walk destroys his, you could probably get his for a good deal.
That's the goal.
in about 8
Is
months.
buy something that's just out of warranty, like 5 years old.
Yeah.
And get it for get it for a third of the price that it is new.
Toyotas don't usually drop that far. But
I'm probably looking at the $30,000.
here's the new Sequoia is massive. It is not a.
Oh no, yeah, I would go. So what I'm looking at right now is obviously I'm not buying anything soon.
I'm seeing the hair.
Oh that's what I was saying before. There's just one long ass hair just sticking straight up.
So I'm not buying anything
antenna.
soon, but I would
He's
still
an
think
alien.
of the last body style
Yeah, that ran for 20 years.
that ran for 20 years.
Yeah.
Those are super nice. They're super reliable. Either that or the LX.
Yeah,
Like the older LX, it's the same as the Sequoia.
I mean, yes. If you're talking a true daily that can also run dirt roads,
And that's what I'm considering is
see to me
it's
that's not necessarily a full blown overlander. That's a daily driver
just a
with all
SUV.
terrains, which you could put I can put AT trails on the Honda Civic.
but
and
yeah,
make it a
I could
Please do.
daily drive the
Please do.
It's tempting. It
the
needs
Wrangler.
tires, so
I could daily drive the Wrangler like it is now. And
yeah.
the only thing that separates a full blown
I would change out those mud terrains.
yeah, I would too. The only thing that separates though a full time overlander versus a commuter is how often you drive it on
For
the
work.
road. Is like
but it's also the capability. Whoop.
Oh,
there we
there
go.
we go.
He's good.
Good catch, Rusty.
Okay, what are we doing? To me, a full blown overlander.
Manhandle your child. There it is.
I mean,
loves
that's
it.
what you do with babies.
Yeah, you're back. It's a capability thing. Your dual purpose daily / overlander isn't doing 5 days off grid. Like you don't have the built in kitchen and the rooftop tent on it.
Oh
Like,
no, I'm never about that though. I don't think I'll ever have a vehicle that has a built-in.
you also were never going to sell the XJ, so
still hasn't sold yet.
it's really bringing the credibility down as a whole.
You know why he's not about the kitchen? Because
I
he
think
knows
hold
I'm
on,
gonna
hold on. We can go back to the episode where you tell me you're not ever going to list it. It's a soft sale. If somebody made you an offer, you would sell it, but it's not going to go on Facebook. And literally the week before that, now granted that episode was recorded a month earlier,
Yeah.
but the week that episode came out, you posted it on Facebook.
Yeah,
Tell you what, I'll give you $5 for it, but it just stays at your house.
done. Do you want the title? Or
Sure.
do I get to keep the title?
Easiest.
That's
sale
going to
ever.
get you in more trouble than just keeping it.
I sold it to Trevor. Now he has two square body Jeeps that don't run.
Anyway, my point is like building a purpose-built overlander for your family is going to be to me the exact same. It's going to be how you prep for the trip. If you're talking about just family daily drivers that can also run trails, yeah, the Cayenne, literally anything that's got four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive.
That's what we're going to end up doing our overlander trips with is whatever off-roadery
Sure.
daily we have.
right. Which I agree, your two-door
And
Jeep
that's-
is not the answer.
That is most of the off-road community is whatever if they want to go off-road, they're going to take whatever they have.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think under that principle, though, the answer to the question of building a family overlander is whatever your family fits in. If you have 7 kids,
You're getting a
you're
Suburban.
getting a Sprinter van.
you're getting a Sprinter van or an E450 or E350 with the 12 passenger van. And fun fact, all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive capable.
And they have lift kits for them.
They do. So I think
Shit, we've lifted Siennas, so
yeah. Again, it doesn't matter what it is. It just comes down to what do you want to drive every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. What do you want to drive every day?
A Jeep.
Make your fun squeaky noises.
he wants to drive a bottle into his belly.
Oh, that was a cute one.
This sounds like Rusty sniffing the microphone.
It does.
Can I have my
Tom is
microphone
just
back?
violently shaking his child.
It's
It's,
not
fine.
violent. It's like a tickle.
It's a tummy tickle.
He's got a lot of insolation.
We should have brought the mic stands up. This would be much easier for me.
It would be. We don't have anywhere to hook them up, or just bring
Yeah,
the baby
anyway.
downstairs.
Yeah, I think we. No, don't pull the microphone cord. Stop it.
I'm excited to see how we venture into this realm of
Yeah, I think
of bringing the
title of this episode
families.
is more "What family car is Tim going to buy?"
Yeah,
Because this really has nothing to do with overlanding. You're just listing used 4-door SUVs.
fair.
I might get a Sequoia. I might do a 4Runner. I might maybe I'll get the Lexus version. Yeah. Yeah, maybe a Highlander. I don't know. We like the new Pilot.
We do like
The new Pilot. The trail sports are really nice. Like
there was one in the parking lot the other day.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of really good options that are factory ready to go off road. So like if you do have a family and that's your holdup, it shouldn't be. I think is a good way to sum that up.
Yeah.
Like you like just load them in the car, bring a bunch of extra diapers.
I mean, shit,
some snacks.
Nick brought his brand new Rubicon with his baby in the car
brand
seat.
new baby. Yeah.
Two big dogs. So you just
Mama
you
won't
just
let me do that with
gotta
you.
do it. You just gotta do it. As Tommy lays on his back, unable to hold up his own head.
But he's holding up the microphone. Oh, there it goes.
Hey, squeaky boy. Yeah.
This is gonna have our highest female interaction on this episode, just because the baby noises.
That's all the shot is gonna be for the episode title. Is just a picture of Tommy just there it is.
Oh, you're gonna hold it for me? Tommy's my mic stand now.
There you go.
This is very convenient.
What else?
Yeah, I mean, I
feel like you're gonna hit me in the head with this.
Oh, definitely.
Dunk.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of times we pack loosely for ourselves just because we know we have the space. The space consumption is really your biggest factor there. That's a yeah. There you go. There's the episode photo, right there.
See if we can get him to smile.
Junko.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, my mic back. Thank you. Yeah, I mean it's
because there's a lot of good vehicle options out there.
Yeah.
How many kids? How many dogs? How old are the kids?
Yeah. It's
If we're talking like just good 4-doors for off-roading, we've pretty much
Covered
summed
them
up.
all.
Yeah,
it's
It's a Toyota. Don't get a Jeep, get a Toyota.
80 Sears Land Cruiser.
Hell yeah.
there you go.
And yeah, rock crawling is super easy because we don't pack a ton for rock crawling. We have spare parts at the rig.
Right.
Just throw a car seat in the back. Make sure it's strapped down tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, your daily adventure of rock crawling is going to be way easier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as your kid
And
can
then you
bounce
can't have like a
around.
hotel or a cabin or
Right.
something with the creature comforts, because I think that's important too. Is putting a baby in a tent. You're not gonna have fun because it's gonna get hot. It's gonna get cold.
Yeah.
You're gonna be miserable.
Yeah.
You gotta have something with climate control.
Yeah, and I think so. Like what Carrie and I have talked about with
That's
him.
the episode title: is a baby in a tent.
Question mark?
Done. Episode title.
Three dudes, a baby in a tent.
That sounds.
There's a movie like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hi, Russ. Oh, good. Well, the whole family's involved now. Hi. All right. Anyway, what we've talked about is like doing short trips, like day trips with him, like running out to Peter's Mill.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Just to get him like used to being outside and being in the Jeep is a good start. Like I know you were talking about it before. That's my headphones now. Oh, jeez Louise.
This is where a video podcast would be great.
We're officially off the rails. The jostling part, like I do the same thing with him. Like I bounce him around, I flip him upside down.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and he loves it. So like he's gonna have no issues with it. You know, we've talked about doing a go-kart track in the back when he gets old enough for all
yeah.
that kind of stuff. I need these back.
You're doing all right. You don't need them back.
It just feels weird. Rusty,
Get him, Rusty.
Get down.
He's trying to get that extra formula off his lid.
Yeah. We're gonna start with just running the day trips until he's like old enough, and like I think at a point, probably in some point with the booster seat will be when he gets to do rock crawling. Just because the way the YJ's built out, it's gonna be hard to do anything besides a booster seat.
Well, he's going to be like 9 before that happens then, because now the 5-point harness seats go until they're like 7 or 8 years old.
The car seats go for a long time.
Oh yeah, but like, I mean, the nice thing is the YJ's gonna have the 5-point harness.
True.
So
True. It's basically a baby seat.
yeah.
A lot of these seat manufacturers also make inserts to go into the seats to fit
Correct.
child child-sized human beings.
I forget what the weight is. I think it was PRP that I was just looking at.
Oh,
had
yeah.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't eat the headphones. Oh my god.
Still hungry.
It's not hunger. He's just
He's like dad.
He's like his dad.
He's just bored.
He's bored, so he wants to eat.
He hangs out with Rusty too much. He just feels the world with his mouth. Can you? Okay. Yeah, like we don't really have any plans to do like full camping trips with him for a while. Yeah, just because it's like the Florida trip was completely doable, and it was only doable because we stayed with friends that had
Extra
a 1-year-old. Yeah. So it was the perfect age gap where all the stuff that their baby didn't need,
He could use.
Yep.
I mean, there's also the safety aspect in and of it too, right? Like having a baby in a tent, like you're supposed to keep babies' rooms between 68 degrees and 74 degrees. It's really hard to do outside.
Yeah.
Even in the summertime, we've been in the Cove where it's 92 degrees out during the day, and all of a sudden it's 52 at night.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
just like, holy crap.
Yeah, it's tough. Like I will, as he gets older, like maybe 2 or 3, like we'll do camping trips in the backyard and like spend do outside time.
The Cub Scout age, you start taking them out.
You're
to
right.
do that stuff.
I don't know what age it is. I'm not the Boy Scout.
I think it's
type
5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you can go into your backyard and you know it's overnight it's going to
Yeah,
be
let him fall
degrees
asleep outside in the tent, and then he wakes up in the morning in his crib, and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly because we'll get a full night's sleep out of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really the important part.
Yes. Look at those cheeks.
I know the chubbiest.
But yeah, so I mean, it's kind of the same thing we always preach is take what you have. If what you have doesn't work, figure out what you actually need. But you need to go out. You need to go out and experience what you want to do first before you can
Trial
make a
and error
decision.
is a big part of it. Is you're always going to find something where you go, crap, I wish I had that right now.
Right.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. It's the nature of the beast.
And then adapt your setup.
We still do it, and I feel like we've honed down our experience pretty well.
Yeah.
And even then, there's still stuff where we go, shit. Ah, damn, it would have been nice to have that.
Yeah, I would even argue you're changing your vehicle less than you are changing
Your
the
life.
Trump.
Yeah.
The Trump.
The Trump.
The
Trump 2024.
Wow. I am making a coffee after this episode.
Yeah, we are.
You're more so changing what the trip is.
Yeah. You're catering to who's in the car.
Yeah, I mean it's no different than the rock crawling trips where your lowest common denominator. Like if we're all on 37s and you got one guy on 33s, we're running for 33s. Like you just have
to be smart.
So yeah, cool. I remember like when we started talking about Moab, I asked Carrie, I was like, listen,
we can do this.
I
with a
am
baby.
all for the challenge, and I fully recognize how miserable this is going to be. Do you want to do a 10-day cross-country trip with a 1-year-old? And she was like, without the 1-year-old, that trip doesn't sound fun, so no.
It's a good
She's
way.
like,
It's a good way to
she's
learn.
like,
that's why
10 days with your idiot friends across the country? No, thanks.
That's why all of our wives get along because they all agree on that.
Yep, pretty much.
No, you gotta have fun with your friends.
So it's such a great barometer. Oh, do I want to do that without a child? No. Okay.
But to people that have experience with this, let us know how you managed to go from a single man to a married man to a family man and still offer.
Yeah, I would be curious to know, like, I don't think our customer base is like very much our age where they're like, single, no kids, or their kids are
18.
off to college.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of the
and they all started wheeling later.
Like Freddie and Abe are probably the two that have their kids are toddlers.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and it's,
Well, I don't even know. I know Freddie's like taking Connor for rides and whatnot. I don't know how much wheeling he's done with Connor.
It's, everyone's going to kind of have their own mentality about it. And like I said, you've got guys like Nick who have their 18-month-old in the back of a Rubicon.
It does seem like there's a gap. You have the young single guys, the young married guys, then you have the empty nesters. You don't.
I
You don't
wonder
have a
why
lot
that
of,
is.
You don't have a lot. You don't have a lot of
disposable income.
And I don't have to pack all that extra shit now.
No, it's entirely disposable income. Let's be honest, because we all used to have disposable income. Now we have
got married.
babies.
Oh yeah, babies did that.
They're cute though. That one's really cute.
He is really cute. I'm a little biased, but he's pretty fucking cute.
Shoot us a message on how you manage to keep your off-road lifestyle up with a young family if you do it.
Yeah, maybe
we don't see a lot of guys doing it. Though.
Maybe we'll do a follow up.
Yeah, we'll definitely do a follow up.
Maybe you'll be talking by the time we do a follow up.
Yeah, and to everyone else, shoot us a like, subscribe, follow anywhere you listen. We're gonna dive into some more questions.
Are we?
Oh.
Okay.
How long have we been going? What does that say?
Oh yeah, that's not as long as it feels.
Yeah, no. I also
My
set a
departure to
timer.
feed the baby is threw me off a little.
Yeah, so like, subscribe, follow.
Are you gonna read these questions out loud, or are we gonna have to imagine what your computer
I'm gonna have
says?
to read them out loud for my phone.
So Josie had a question.
Because Instagram is stupid. But yeah, like, subscribe, follow. Josie has a vacation far away.
Oh, great. We're back to singing.
Is that what you're going for, Trevor?
No, I think he was making fun of you.
Oh.
We have this question here. Well, let's go ahead and answer it.
I'm trying to do the like, subscribe, follow
So
thing.
anyway, electricity.
Wherever you listen, if you can leave us a review, send us a screenshot of that review, and we will send you a sticker pack.
The horsepower pack. That's what we should call it.
The horsepower pack?
It's called the
Okay.
horsepower pack.
So we probably need to order more stickers soon, too.
Let's hope so.
But,
Please review us so we have to buy more stickers.
yeah, send it.
Nothing would make us happier than to have to order more stickers to send to you people.
And then share us on Facebook. I want to get to 500 likes on Facebook here by the end of March. We're not at 500 yet.
All right, so we're on a mission.
Instagram is up there. Instagram is like, that's not up there. It's like 600.
We're on a mission.
But we're growing slowly.
Get to 1,000.
But yes, like, share us with your friends. Leave us comments. Leave us reviews. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen or follow us.
I'm not hearing a question in there.
It's a call to action. It wasn't a question.
Tommy says like and subscribe. If you don't want to do it for Tim,
Do it for Tommy.
do it for Tommy so he can go to college.
Let's. The
He's not
podcast
going
is
to
paying
college.
For Tommy's college. Hopefully, by the time he's going to college, the podcast is paying for Tommy's college.
I hope the podcast is paying for a lot of things by the time
Yeah.
he's going to college.
Yeah, just shake it back and forth, buddy.
Yeah.
So this one's from.
There you go. Just make you a dance.
I think you know this guy, Tom. Got Milk 98,
Yeah.
Marshall.
Yeah, it's Marshall.
What's everyone's mentality on the trade-offs between new rigs and older rigs? It's all maintenance. When it comes to new rigs versus older rigs, it's if
car
you,
payment.
If you want
what
car
Trevor said,
payment and
car
maintenance.
Does the bank know what you're doing with their car?
If you want an old rig, just make sure you know how to work on it, maintain it. If you want a new rig,
I think it's not
just
even
know
the-
that you could
I think
damage
it's
it.
not even the know how to work on it. It's just understand.
That you're going to have to
You're
work
going
on
to
it.
have to. That we get so many people into the shop who buy a 2000 XJ and they come in and when we give them a list for $8,000 worth of stuff that hasn't been touched in 15
But
years.
this was supposed to be a nice Jeep.
But it's clean. It's running and driving. It's like, yeah, a lot of things are running and driving that probably shouldn't be.
It's a 4-liter. It's going to run forever, whether it has oil in it or not.
Yeah.
And yours is all over the oil pan, so.
Yeah, and then the flip side of that is, yeah, you can get a newer vehicle. There's nothing wrong with wheeling a newer vehicle as long as you're comfortable with the fact that
The bank owns
you
your
may
vehicle.
damage a vehicle you don't technically own yourself.
Yeah.
And that it is what it is. And you know, that vehicle now can only be sold to a niche market of people, and you're not going to get a full return if you go to sell. Like there's just different factors in there. So it's either you're going to be paying for maintenance or you're going to be making a car payment. Like that's kind of how I always looked at it. So
I think for me, when you're making a payment and you've got that much money invested in it, it's hard to have fun with it.
Oh, 100%. We hear that from people all the time.
I can attest to that too because I'm making a payment on the Wrangler. And
Yeah.
I want to have fun with
yeah.
it, but
Yeah, I mean, I
I
think
also don't want to
But that's
destroy
like
it.
the number one line at the shop is, once I'm done making payments,
Or it's out
then
of
I'm
warranty,
gonna go
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Once it's out of warranty, I'm gonna do axle swaps or this
Yeah.
or that, and it's just like, yeah, I get it. Like I wouldn't want to trash a brand new vehicle either. Like
Yeah.
I have a hard mental block about that.
Yeah, I think my personal opinion
got 'em.
definitely falls under the buy something used that you can afford to replace.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then you can at least have fun with it.
Yeah.
So then
absolutely.
Marshall has another question. This is a super easy answer. Can you relate to the pain of not everyone in your group having a radio?
Yes.
Radio. I think
yeah.
radios are fun for chatter. They are not necessary at all. Because if you have a group together, you should be able to. Obviously, I'm not the one to say this because I'm very bad at it. Keep track of the guy behind you. If you can't see him, stop.
That comes down to the people you're with.
Yeah.
When it's us in a group, yes, we all know the basic rules of keeping an eye on people and all that stuff. Like,
I think the radio is the most overlooked piece of equipment.
100%.
Like, as much as it pains me to listen to people chit chat on a radio, and it makes my fire department brain hurt. It makes that communication process so much easier because like I always used to say guiding, like, please don't make me walk.
Yeah.
Right. Like, what was the whole thing?
Drive,
like,
not to hike.
right. Like, we're 4-wheeling. We're not hiking today. Like, if you break down, honk the horn. Like, be
Do
quick.
something.
Be quick about it.
Yeah.
And without fail, somebody without a radio, and then you're sitting there going, what happened? What happened? What happened? Is all uncertainty. And like, that's just from a trail guide perspective. Like, it's so much easier to communicate with a group, especially in an environment that isn't a park.
Oh, he's unhappy.
Does he want to stand up?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're stuck. That's what it is. You're stuck. Okay, we're back.
There you go. Happy baby now.
I think in a park you can get away without a radio much easier than you can on trails.
Yeah.
You know, like when you have to communicate turns coming up, if you got a big group and there's a bit of a gap, like, you need to be able to say, like, hey, we're making a right on this road, or making a left on this road, or stay left at the white church, or whatever it is. So yeah, I think we can all relate to that pain, because like, it's definitely one of those things where you start out not realizing you don't know what you don't know.
Yep.
Kind of situation.
Well, that's also another reason that I carry
multiple radios.
3 extra radios.
Yeah.
Or 2 extra radios and
Yeah.
technically 3 extra radios.
Anytime you
so
got
we can
someone
all
new in
talk.
your
I know
group,
we've talked about we still haven't actually done like a GMRS.
We need Sean
CB.
for that. I think we definitely need Sean for that.
That might be like a 5-hour episode.
That's fine. I'm fine with. I love long episodes.
They're just
Yeah, but
So have a radio for yourself, and then if you can afford it, to have another radio in the radio.
most of them
mid-
nowadays
mid-
come in sets.
I was gonna say
like-
you can usually get a pair of them for $50.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even Midland,
Midland.
which are nice radios.
Yeah,
you
they're
can-
limited range, but
You got $85 gets you a little handheld GMRS walkie-talkie.
you can get 2 of them for less than that.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm
they're
saying
both-
like
both
you
things
can
are dirt
get-
cheap.
You can get some of their higher end stuff for not that expensive either. My dad just bought a set for I think $92. And it's like one
That's
of their
a good
top
set.
But
Yeah.
that's but even that you're talking less than $100, and now you've got two-way communication between you and another vehicle.
Yep.
Like that's easy done.
Yeah, and if that other vehicle
you
also has a
doing?
radio,
Yeah.
if you pick someone up along the way, then you can just hand off
Yeah.
a radio. And
Well, that's why my dad got him, because he actually got the box, like the stationary radio that he's going to install on his truck.
Yeah.
And he's getting he got a set of handhelds to go with that, so he can pass those to other people. So it's, again, I think a lot of it more comes down to who's in your group. When it's us in a group and we all know each other and we've wheeled together a ton, we know what we're doing. Especially when we're together, it's not as necessary. It's nice, just
Yeah.
in case. But when you're guiding, when you're with people that you don't know, when you're with people who are new and are still learning a lot of the basics of the motorsport and all that, it's, I think, a lot more valuable to have that, so that you can have that constant communication.
yeah.
There you go.
The next one is more of a comment.
Is it a concern?
It could be a concern. It's a concern for me. It's from a longtime listener, first time caller. He's actually called a bunch.
You are terrible at this.
Joseph from Monkeyfoot Outdoors.
Okay.
We know him. I met up with him at Famous Reading. Gave him a bunch of stickers. Trevor, you're gonna like this one. He just says Comanches are the best unibody off-road rigs.
Correct.
I don't disagree. For rock rolling, it's nice to have the bed space.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean,
If you want
Are there other very solid ones? Absolutely.
if you want passengers, probably not the best one.
Correct.
we've talked about how
I've ridden in the bed
XJ
of your Comanche more times than I'd like to admit.
we've talked about how like the XJ is like a sneaky good
Oh, yeah.
platform.
Yeah.
And then
that
you put a pickup bed on an XJ, and all of a sudden your sneaky good
Versatility.
is no longer sneaky. It's just good.
It's just good.
Then Tom
Dance it
Reber.
out, Tommy.
Tom Reber sent a bunch of questions. Oh, this one. Okay, we'll start here. These are going to be long answers, so we could actually probably save these for next episode.
Sounds good.
Oh, okay.
The one that I really like, it would be good if PJ was here. He wants to have PJ stay in a single character for an entire episode.
Oh, we've talked about doing that.
Oh, yep. We're
But we're not going to tell anybody that it's PJ in character.
Yeah.
And maybe the first person to comment that they
That's
think it's
PJ.
PJ in character
Gets a sticker.
gets a.
We'll just introduce him as someone completely else.
Yeah, we'll just do it like
he'll
in the
introduce
format.
himself. Like it's just.
Yeah, I wonder if he can do any good like not comical voices.
Oh, he can.
I know. I mean, okay. Anyway,
Oh, he definitely can.
And then PJ was just a smartass and submitted like 6 comments. How do you feel about bro trucks? V8 versus inline 6, Chevy or Dodge?
Yes,
Bro truck or work truck?
definitely.
Work
if
truck.
if I had
Fuck,
to,
marry, kill, Ford, Dodge, Chevy.
oh,
That's a good one. Should I just,
marry Chevy,
Yeah,
fuck Dodge, kill Ford.
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
I think that's a
I'd
unanimous.
Fuck
Yeah.
a 12 valve.
I think it would fuck you, Tim.
It would. It'd powerhouse my ass.
And we just this whole episode was actually very family friendly until
right
just that moment.
Yeah,
Till
we
I
might
said
have to take the
powerhouse
family
finance.
tag off. Oh, this will be a great episode. Oh, look, there's a baby as the art.
I'm gonna fuck a truck.
Then the truck's gonna fuck me.
Tom Reber, we're going to answer all of your questions next episode because there's a bunch and they're really good.
But to answer,
Could it be a whole episode of just answering Tom Reber's questions?
It could be.
Yeah, there we go.
but to answer PJ's previous comment, definitely inline 6 versus V8. Definitely.
24s, 14
I don't know.
wides.
Yeah.
So tall, I can't
and-
put anything in the bed and nothing
no-
else.
Is it a 12 valve? Because then I want an inline
And
6.
no
it's
white,
not.
no
It's a
white
4-liter.
trucks, no white trucks.
It's a white on white on white.
That's funny
with
because he
24 by 14s.
he also has it in here, white, black, or silver.
Oh, definitely white.
This must be an inside joke from the shop that I don't
It
get.
is. We'll explain it off air.
Okay.
Hey,
white-
hey!
Shout
Tommy
out
is
that white
not-
platinum.
We don't need your attitude.
Tommy is not into the bro truck life.
No,
But either way,
no
thank you,
Good.
thank you guys for listening. Shout out to Tommy for his first podcast.
Woo! Tommy the Fourth.
There will be multiple more to come. At some point, I want to do. At some point, I want to do a wives podcast where we just get all of our wives together and they can talk about our stupid hobby.
We
That'll
should
be
honestly,
dangerous.
we should have them bitch about us while we're in Moab.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be hard because all of the podcast stuff is going to be with us.
We can just take a week off from thinking about the podcast and just do.
Because I've got so many people that want to be on out in that area. It's
well,
gonna
then
be
tell them they
busy
need to come to the best coast,
The best
and go wheeling.
Yeah.
because the West Coast ain't the best coast.
You heard it here
Fight
first.
me.
You heard it here first.
Even though we're planning a
This
10-day.
ain't first. This fight's been going on since time immemorial.
The East Coast is the best coast, even though we're going to plan a 10-day trip to the West Coast to go for wheeling. But it's the best coast. We've already just wheeled it all.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we have to do a wives episode at some point, and then like 5 years, 10 years in the future, we need to do a kids episode. Have all the kids talk about the hobbies.
We could do it. We could do kind of like our Christmas episode. We'll just put all the babies in a circle, hand them microphones, let it roll for 10 minutes, and then that's the episode.
Tommy, anything else from you?
Yeah, in the mouth.
On that note, you guys know where to follow us. You guys know where to find us.
Yep, right there. .com.
Yeah. You guys know where to find us. DirtNerdsOffroad.com. Shout out to Lauren. DirtNerdsOffroad.com, the Dirt Drive Podcast, Dirt Nerds Motors, Dirt Nerds Offroad. Like, subscribe, follow. If you submit a review anywhere, send me. God damn it! Send a screenshot of it and send it to me, and we'll get you,
You
some
are
get you some
struggling.
fun merch. I know, dude.
And in honor of Tommy, the song today, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
He prefers the wheels on the bus
Go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Tommy, take a nap.
And on that note, we are the Dirt Drive Podcast. Thank you for listening. We will see you next week.
Are you enjoying this podcast? Do you want more ridiculousness from the Dirt Nerds? Check out DirtNerdsOffroad.com. It'll link to all of our social media as well as our YouTube page, and you can pick up some sweet merch to help support the podcast and other adventures.